the Cabo Diablo is in the house. Oh, derp. I'm also joined here by fellow beefy boys, Joe.
Hey.
And Vito.
Yo, what up?
And we got ourselves a good old-fashioned Friday night recording here. Hasn't happened yet on the show. But you know what? Fuck them.
So...
Was that 30 seconds for YouTube?
No, it was about 20.
Fuck them, we lost it.
Whatever, I'll put 10 seconds of...
10 seconds of dead silence.
Dead silence. I was going to say...
10 seconds of my laugh on loop.
10 seconds to love.
You guys know we have theme music.
10 seconds to love.
It's actually been like, I don't know what's going on with Podbean. They keep rejecting it, so I keep having to take the theme music out. But
what?
I thought you listened to the show.
We're going themeless?
You didn't notice that like 2 of the last 3 episodes haven't had any theme song?
I have not noticed that. I usually just expect it. I listened to some of the episodes on the plane ride, just mainly because we were sitting in the airport for so fucking long.
Planes are a great time for podcasts, especially
planes
really
are a
boring
great time
ones
for
because they put you to
podcasts.
sleep.
But I also, we upgraded to premium. My brother got us up there for free.
First class, you mean?
No, not first class.
Oh.
It's like premium seating, I guess. I don't know. It's like coach premium, but you get like free alcohol and free snacks.
What airline?
Alaska.
Yeah. Alaska's good.
Fucking rules, dude. So I sat there, got my Bloody Marys, 3.5 hour flight
the good old
to Cabo.
BM.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Wait. 3 hours to Cabo for real?
It's like
no way.
It took us 3 hours to get there.
What?
Yeah.
That seems impossible.
3 hours to get there, 3.5 to get back.
That's crazy. That's crazy good time.
Yeah, fucking awesome. The fucking party of your life is only 3 hours away, folks. Shouts out to El Squid Row. I gotta give that place a shout out, dude. We ran that place into the ground. I can't believe we didn't burn it down. This place is built like a fucking cell block, and it's got like tables and cages and shit, and people are dancing all over the place. You know, our group is just obnoxious and loud and falling off tables and shit.
This was a bar or...
It was a club.
It must have been. Oh,
It was a club. Right next to a place called Mandala's. And that place was the loudest club I've ever been to in my life.
Huh.
Went in there, my ears were ringing for... God, my ears were ringing for the whole trip, pretty much, just because we spent our time in there. But it's weird because our nights wouldn't start off until like 11 o'clock. Like 11 o'clock was when we took a taxi out of the house. There was a party at the house, but that was all, that was all of us just like yelling at each other about like beer pong or sports or something like totally retarded. Okay. So it was just, like the normal stuff, that belligerent, goofy fucking nonsense. El Squid Row, man. Shout out. Place shaved a couple years off my life.
That's a weird name. El Squid Row? Like EL? Like
L.
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah.
The Squid Row, man.
Yeah, but
that's illegally changed my name to Squid.
Okay.
Frequent listener Ramon's going to change his name to Row. So we're going to be
So you're going to be El Squid Row?
He's going to be Row. El Squid Row.
Dorks.
Had a great time. Had a fucking blast. Shouts out to all my friends. I love them. Great time. Happy to be back home. Sober. Not doing any fucking crazy shit for a long time. Because I'm exhausted. I'm still exhausted. Still feeling it.
When did you get back? 4 days ago? How long
What's that?
You got back, what, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
That's Friday now?
It's Friday now, and I'm feeling like my body's starting to slowly come back together, except for this massive heat rash that looks like I have like fucking
hives.
Yeah, it looks like I'm.
Is that what's going on your leg?
Oh yeah, see, I have like meth head legs,
yeah.
Fucking Lake City legs.
Lake City.
Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about because a lot of shit happened while I was gone. Crazy NHL. You guys been seeing that? Vito, I know you got a pass. But Joe, have you been keeping up with it a little bit?
A little bit.
Did you see that Columbus swept?
I did see that.
Can you fucking believe that? My
Yeah,
boy
that's just
Panera and the
crazy.
Bread Man's on Columbus, so I'm happy.
Your boy Panera and the Bread Man? What?
Panarin. Played for Chicago. Awesome Russian kid. Him and Patrick Kane were freaking unstoppable.
Running mates or whatever?
Yeah, they were great. Shaw was also in there with those three, or with those two. What are you looking for, bud?
Where the hell did I put that beer?
Up there.
Thank you.
Goof.
Looking all over for this.
We had a beer conundrum. So before I get into anything else with sports or nonsense, because I got some good tales, Joe's got a cervecita
Hold on.
here.
That kind of worked.
I got mostly keys, but
Whatever. Beer of the week. Odins Gift. Amber ale brewed with juniper berries from Odin Brewing in Tequila.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
tequila.
I got a 22 here, so I'll pour some and pass it around.
I won't be having any of that.
I thought you were off keto for...
I'm off keto, but I'm
No.
sober.
Oh. So you're like really not fucking around, huh?
I'm not fucking around.
So what the hell are you and Mark... What's going to happen to Slosh 'em Up Saturdays, man?
Slosh them up Saturdays?
Yeah.
They're going to take a break. We're going to get more involved in the music. We're going to be working a little bit more on music and focusing on... Well, I mean, I also have school on Saturdays, too, so it's like I got that. I got,
Yeah, but school ain't all day. School ain't after 10 p.m.
School's a long fucking... it's true. Can always slosh them up. But the problem is I just want to be able to rest my body for the summer.
Does your brother Jackie know about this? What does he think?
Absolutely, he knows.
What about Haley? What does she think?
Well, she doesn't really care. I was like,
Alright.
I'm sober now. She didn't fucking say anything.
You're
Yeah,
sober now?
Sober now.
Sober now.
Show you the way.
You know what's funny is I feel like we have to record this, and then everybody's going to go home, and then I'm going to have to wake up for fucking work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to have to, which is going to be terrific.
I know, it's nice. I have my whole
Fuck
weekend.
'em. But you're going to Olympia.
I am going to Olympia tomorrow.
And that's
Passover.
its own 9 to 5 on its own.
Passover. No way. We're not. I mean, they don't want us there till 4, so we'll leave at 2 or 3. Be great.
It doesn't take 2 hours to get to Olympia. It fucking takes like 3.
Traffic. I mean, it's Easter weekend and Passover weekend is the only thing. And SakuraCon, guys. SakuraCon is
SakuraCon. Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to have like project presentations in class today, and like half the class was late because of fucking SakuraCon. So
I'm surprised even half the class showed up. SakuraCon's boss mode. Go there dressed up like something cool. I worked it once for a security meeting, or not security meeting, but for a security gig. I thought it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life.
what about it?
Oh, this guy had like a sun outfit. This guy was dressed as the sun,
Okay.
and his beams were so long that he couldn't fit through any of like the event doors. So he could only like hang out in like
Oh,
the main
man.
hallway and take pictures of people. But he
That's
couldn't go
hilarious.
into like the exhibit areas because his fucking costume was too big.
So SakuraCon is like an anime convention in Seattle for those who haven't picked up on this, and it has a lot of cosplay associated with it. But that convention center is terrible for like if you want to try and limit access, like because it's designed to just get as many people in and out as fast as possible. So if you want to like say you can only come through this door, there's like 10,000 doors in and out of that fucking building.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this when I went to PAX. I'm like, what? This is so stupid.
Yeah, it was a long day on my feet. Having to pat down these people in fucking costumes. I'm like,
You can't
Dude, I'm
bring
like,
those
dude,
knives
they're-
in here.
dude, they're in costumes. And then in our security meeting, they're like, keep your eyes to yourself because it's disrespectful to stare down cosplay people. I'm like, isn't that why they fucking dress up? If they don't want you looking at them, why the fuck are they dressing up? I don't think they care.
I mean, don't try and look down their shirts.
No,
Man.
this is fucking bullshit. Because they're like, like, don't pay attention to somebody's costume for too long because because they're going to feel weird about it. I'm like, no, they're not. They're literally here with a whole gang of fucking weirdos dressed up. And that's no problem. There's no problem with that. That shit's awesome. I really want to go to Comic-Con one of these days and dress up, but I have nothing to dress up as.
You have no comic book characters you want to dress up as?
I'm a overweight Hispanic that works in a deli.
Oh, you're saying that you're
I don't know what to
underrepresented
fucking
in
dress up as.
Vito? Help him out.
I'm going to dress up as Black Widow.
Black
Yeah,
Widow.
there you go. Perfect.
Gender bending Black Widow. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yep. Gender bending Black Widow.
Do you think
Do
Scarlett
it.
Johansson always looks so mad on the posters because she's the only one who has to show her butt on the posters? Everybody else gets their face forward like a human.
That's hilarious.
It's true. Look up the Avengers 1 posters, man.
Yeah.
Endgame's coming out, what, next week? Week after?
Next week,
Shit.
got tickets booked.
Already?
going there.
Damn.
Did I spike?
No.
No. I realized I yelled next week. But anyway, next week, got tickets to go. It's going to be exciting. I hate crowded movie theaters, and I'm gonna be stuck in a crowded movie theater for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be beefy. It is going to be beefy. There's gonna be a bunch of
Beef
people
stew.
who are like me, sitting next to each other, sweating and eating popcorn.
Yeah, how did the convention? What were the odors like during SakuraCon when you were trapped in there?
Nah, you know what? You don't even notice it. You don't ever really notice the odors, unless you really get into getting into pictures and shit. When you started taking pictures, that's when you could smell some of the odors. But I mean, everybody's got their stink, man. Stink of the day. I don't care if some fucking weirdo stinks. I'm like, you know what? You got a cool costume. I'm gonna take a picture with you because I'm on the clock. One of the main rules was no taking pictures with no taking pictures with any of the guests. And I didn't really give a shit about my job, so I went out and took as many
Christian's got no
pictures as I
time
could.
for rules.
No way, man. I had to take a picture with the Dread guys. Had to take a picture with Raccoon City, like, SWAT team. They dressed up to the nines. This was like not too long after that Raccoon City game came out, where you, like, the Resident Evil Raccoon City Chronicles. It was a fun game. You had, like, different characters to play as, and it was like a run and gun. It was a run and gun game. But they were dressed up like those characters, and it was awesome. But the Dread, the guys who dressed as Judge Dredd, the remake, or not the remake, but the reboot,
Remix.
that was way better than the originals.
What are you thinking about this Amber, Vito?
Oh, it's pretty good, yeah.
It's not bad.
I like it.
I'm so sleepy.
I'm really getting the
Yeah, me
juniper
too.
berries coming through. You guys just drank. Well, I think it's because you both ate a fucking pizza each before I got here.
Yeah, I did not eat a whole pizza each.
Yeah.
He and I had about a half a pizza each, and that
The
was
boys
because
are
we
like-
didn't. We showed up at work at the same time, and all we had for breakfast was a cup of cold brew, and
Double
Hey, I
punch.
had a
It's not
parfait.
Thursday, Tuesday or whatever. What is it? Double punch Tuesday or whatever.
no double punch Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had
Punch
a
'em up.
parfait,
Yeah.
so like yogurt and fruit.
Yeah, it's like 8 ounces.
Oh, we had a potluck at work, but yeah. No, I tell the boys like I'm coming over. It's like, oh, we went to get pizza. I'm like, all right, and whatever. And I come in and they fucking 2 Domino's pizzas. I'm like, okay.
Well, I thought you were going to be having it too. I didn't think you were going to text back just saying K. I'm like, well,
Well, I didn't know I was
Fuck you
invited.
then.
The way you guys texted that, I was like, we went to get pizza. I thought you were like going to like Pagliacci's and we're gonna eat a slice there. Like I would have come right over if I knew you were just picking it up and coming back. Like, that was not made clear. So I'm like, oh, we recording today. And they're like, oh yeah, we're already at his house. Did nobody tell you? I'm like, you knuckleheads.
I did like seriously like think yesterday. I was like, yeah, I responded to him. Check today, and it was just all fucking Joe text. But in reality, I haven't responded to anybody in the last few days just
You're
because
so
I've
out
been,
of it, huh?
been dead.
Dead to the world, huh? Do you have any like crazy stories you want to share,
Cradle to the grave.
or are you holding them close to the chest?
A lot of them holding close to the chest. Just about every single one of them. But I do have, El Squid Row. Place was all over Snapchat, except for mine because I didn't have any service.
Really?
Yeah, but that place was awesome because, it's not every day that you get to go to, like, the grimiest place of your life 4 nights in a row. And that place was the grimiest place I've ever been to. But it was awesome. Like, get you wrong. Problem is, Cabo's so Americanized, and it's a lot more Americanized than I ever thought it was. So it's like when we showed up,
Burpee one, huh?
when they showed up and they're charging USD at places, like I see signs that are like 2 beers and a shot, $11 USD.
Jesus.
I'm like,
It's not a deal.
what the fuck is this?
I mean, yeah, Cabo is all like,
I'm like, what are we in fucking Fremont?
all inclusive resorts. Yeah. That's
Well,
not
we
even
didn't.
a
I mean,
cheap
yeah,
place,
it's all
man.
about all inclusive resorts, but
Were you guys staying in one of those resorts, or
fuck no.
yeah?
You think you
But
could
you went to
squeeze? You think
Cabo?
you could squeeze 12 retards into one fucking resort building? Fuck no. You had to squeeze us all into a villa, or we had enough space so we didn't have to beat each other up.
Damn.
Luckily enough, with all the testosterone juice flowing about the building, nobody fought each other, which is a good thing.
I don't think you were only there for 4 nights, right? I'm thinking 1 or 2 more.
I was thinking
This
if we
would
were
come
there
out.
for another night, everybody was pretty broken down and beaten up
Exactly.
on the last day we were there. tempers were high, and tempers were high, and it was hostile, man. There was some hostility going on, but nobody fought. We just went to the airport, ate $16 Subway, and fucking flew home.
Why would you pay $16 for Subway?
Well, because it's Mexico, and they charged me for two of them because I paid with my card because I was like, it's the airport. They're not going to scam me. And sure enough, I got 2 Subway sandwiches, apparently. $16.
Oh, my.
Oh, well. I wasn't the one that got ripped off the most. We, 25ths, 2 half gals, about 300 beers.
In 4 days?
In 4 nights.
How
At the
many
house alone.
How many you were there? 12?
12. At the house alone. And that's not including...
Just at the house. So this is like before you went out.
Just at the house. Yeah.
Was there like last call there, or you just party all night? So you're like going to bed at 8 in the morning.
It was like, every day it was like about 6 a.m. 5 or 6 a.m. People were weaseling their way into bed.
So to recap, he said they went out at 11.
Well, the problem, yeah.
They came home at 6.
Yeah, you
That's
know.
7 hours in the club.
You're working a whole shift in that bitch. All Squid Row, man. I'm waiting for my paycheck.
Reminds me of the time I was drinking for 10 hours.
What? Like one time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just one day after work. We got off at like noon and went to the bar and then drank until our bartender friend got off of work.
Oh, jeez.
and then she drove us to another bar.
Yeah, there was no limits there, man. They're
No
really,
limits.
They're fucking crazy. You'll die in the club before you get cut off.
You'll die.
You will literally die in El Squid Row before they say, hey, you can't have any more.
I mean, is that like good?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Because when you show up halfway, bent halfway out of your ass, and you go walking in, the thing
This
is,
one's making me really burpy too, bud.
you're not going there for your casual night. You're going there to like swing on trees, jump about, and dance on the table, have some fun, bullshit with all your pals. It was a fucking blast. I can't say one bad thing about the trip. I love
Except
the group.
for the $16 Subway.
Except for the $16 Subway. One credit card was stolen.
Just one? That's not
Just
too
one.
bad.
A success. And it got caught right away.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because they got a notification on their phone.
Right.
This place tried to pull $350 out of your account. Is that you?
Nope.
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 So there was that. And other than that, complete success.
All right. Well, welcome back to civilization or whatever.
Thank you.
I see you're wearing a Seattle Seahawks T-shirt right now.
And
you wanted to
shorts.
talk about? Oh, I can't see what the shorts say.
There you go. Tribal shorts.
There you go. I hear you wanted to talk about some Seattle Seahawks news. Vito, have you heard? Have you heard the good word?
No.
Russell Wilson is now the highest paid player in the NFL.
And
Oh, wow.
he's not going to the fucking Giants.
You don't know that. They could
Sorry,
still
Joe.
trade him.
You think they're going to trade him?
No. I
Yes.
think the Giants are terrible, and I don't care about them anymore. And I told Vito last week I think I might be done with the NFL. Time to become an NBA fan.
Go watch the fucking, what's it called?
The playoffs?
No. AAF.
No, it's dead, man. The AA dead, man.
That sucks. That league was so much fun. Well, now I'm pushing my attention towards XFL because that's going to be fun.
When is that? Is that next year, 2020? Or the year
2020.
after? Right after the Super Bowl again?
I'm really hoping not. I'm really hoping that they wait like 2 weeks. Die down, get everybody wanting more football. And then boom, bring it in. Harder hitting. No fair catch rule.
We'll see.
All that fun shit. It's going to go under.
Of course it is.
But hey, you got to love it.
Word.
Russell Wilson, $140 million for 4 years. So, he's with the Seahawks. for another 5 years. What's up? You all right?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You hearing all that shit upstairs?
Yeah, but my headphones are turned up way louder than the
Oh,
mixes. So
shouts out
I'm
to
hearing
my mom.
everything.
She just got out of surgery.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom. She just got out of surgery.
Cheers.
Broke both of her ankles.
What?
Jesus
How?
fuck, what?
Just looking at fucking mountains and fell off a step.
Okay.
Fuck, calls me a goober.
Such a touristy thing. Oh, look at that pretty mountain.
Yeah, man.
Did you jump off the balcony or something?
Crescent Bar will get you. But yeah, so shout out to my mom. She just got out of surgery. Fucking awesome. Good for her. Easter weekend. More fucking driving. More eating. Not good.
Yeah.
I
You're
don't
telling
know,
me
man.
that the half Irish, half Mexican man has a lot to do on Easter weekend? Is anyone surprised? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking Easter weekend is like, it's hectic. But you know what? Tomorrow is going to be like the first day that I can actually like sit down, not have to worry about fucking work, and just recuperate and play video games. So I'm pretty fucking excited about that.
What's on the agenda? What are you playing?
Red Dead.
I'm
He's
probably
never
gonna
gonna finish
I'm probably
that.
gonna swing the ropes. Probably gonna swing the ropes. Probably go a little NHL, go a little Madden, go a little end the night off with some Red Dead. Maybe go see Mark. Hey, and you know, one thing I have to say is Mark's buddies, they have a nice little recording setup at their house, and his buddy came out with a single. It's called like something Air. I think it's like Air Max 95 or something. Man, it's a banger, dude. We blasted it all weekend in Cabo. It was a lot of fun. Give it a check out. I'll get his name out there once I put my coffee down. Just, you know, if anybody's wondering why I'm moving so sluggish,
Well, they can't see you.
I know that, but why I'm like my arm. Well, I'm talking about you two mainly. My arms are covered in hives and sores.
You really do look like fucking, what did you call it, heroin stores?
Yeah, dude.
The
I look
Lake
like
City
Lake
legs or
City
whatever.
legs.
It's hard to tell because we turned off all the lights except the one directly over Christian right now. So it's like,
Spotlight's on me.
yeah,
Dude.
exactly.
Spotlight is on me.
Podcasting in the dark, Beefy Boys after
So,
dark.
Aside from all that stuff, I got something to talk about slightly, just a little snippet. Vito's little Final Fantasy corner.
I
There's a
see you've been
crossover
reading.
event.
Have you been reading the podcast descriptions?
No.
Because whenever you go on a 2 to 3 minute rant about Final Fantasy, that's what I call it. Is Vito's Final Fantasy corner.
That's funny.
The crossover event. Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, the crossover event between 14 and 16.
FF15 or 14 crosses FF15.
Yep. And so we got the fucking car as a mount in the game.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-person flying mount. It's fucking
Oh,
sick.
that was gonna be my question. Like the other dudes in the car, like
No.
Okay.
It's you drive it, but all you know, your party members or whatever can ride it with you, and so you can have up to 4 people in the car, including yourself, and it also flies, which is fucking cool, and it like shapeshifts into like a flyable car
Oh,
thing.
that's
It's
cool.
really cool looking.
I was thinking about Final Fantasy 15.
Yep, and then they
recently.
give you the hairstyle that Noct has, and they gave you his clothes.
So it was like black suit or whatever.
Yeah, but it's also dyeable, so I'm wearing it as like a blue
Oh,
version.
there you go.
But yeah,
Is
so
he
that was
around?
fun. It has like a fate attached to it, and I think it has like a little I always forget what they're called, but like not the non-dungeons, like one boss ones.
Event or no? God, what the fuck are they called? Duties? Is
No,
duties?
I mean they're all called duties, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. though.
Duty.
booty duty.
It's
Um,
the one boss. It's
Yeah,
like
the
super
like one
short.
boss dungeon thing.
Yeah.
It has one of those with the Final Fantasy 15 Garuda in the Final Fantasy 14 Garuda's like area.
Oh, like a primal battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, but they use the model for they use a model that's referencing the 15 one.
Okay.
And you get to use the warp strike in that because it's just you and Noct in it.
Oh, okay. So you can
and-
use this.
And it gives it as
Yeah.
like a raid ability or whatever on your screen, like separate from your hotbar and everything.
Okay. Okay.
That's the warp strike.
Cool,
So you,
cool,
and
cool,
then
cool.
there's 2 rocks and the boss, and you can warp strike to the boss, and it gives you a link strike if you do it with Noct.
Oh.
And then you can warp away from the boss when they do the big AoE thing by link striking to the rock on the other side. So that made it kind of fun because like there was all your normal abilities, but then you had the warp strike thing to think about, and the link strike if you do it with, in combo with him. So
that's pretty cool.
And yeah, so it was really fun.
You gotta start playing Final Fantasy.
You should play Final
right?
Fantasy.
I don't know, man.
I might get back into it.
I don't like those games.
You don't like MMOs?
I don't like MMOs too much.
Yeah, he's an action boy.
I'm an action boy.
Action Jackson over there.
If I'm not running and gunning and cussing, I don't really care. Or playing football or sports or anything.
Sports.
You might like
shooters and
some of the newer Final Fantasies. They're pretty actiony. They're
like 15, you mean?
Yeah, like 15 is more like a combo system, live.
If they've got like an AR with a red dot scope,
four dudes on a. No, there's no guns.
Because I didn't even like
guns.
Battlefield 1. I didn't even like Battlefield 1. I thought that game was a piece of shit. And I mean, people who love the game. I get it, but I love Battlefield and I love the realism.
Hasn't Battlefield just like not come out with a good game in the last 10 years?
Well, Battlefield 1 was technically a good game.
They liked 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
1 was really popular. I didn't like 1, and that's because I didn't like fucking shooting one bullet and shoving like gunpowder down my barrel and getting
that's
killed.
what life was like in the frontier times or whatever.
But you see,
World War One.
I like the realism, but at the same time, I don't have the patience enough to.
Hey, speaking of shooters, I've been playing a lot of Far Cry New Dawn recently. It's pretty cool.
Is it cool?
Yeah, check it out. Yeah.
I want to.
I think I'm like a third of the way done. It's not very long, but I got it for $20. So
it's not very long. It looks fun
though. It's cool.
Dude, I don't know how you're balancing
so
the
pink.
volumes and shit, but it like I don't know, like I'm farther away from the mic, but like you sound super quiet, and I'm like definitely super loud.
Well, I'm also way closer to my microphone.
No, I know, but like I said, you're probably balancing it fine, but it's creepy to hear.
Yeah. Trust me, in my headphones, it sounds like we're all speaking at exactly the same volume.
That's great.
I started using headphones, so it's gonna be
So
balanced.
I gotta go back into sports because I got some shit to say.
All right.
Look, I'm happy Russell Wilson's a Seahawk.
Final Fantasy Corner's over.
We love you, Vito. But I've been pent up about this. I love that Russell Wilson's a Seahawk. But I'm not going to sit here and lie to you to say I think paying him $140 million for 4 years is not like... It's not ideal.
No?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You think it's a bad idea to spend top money on a top quarterback?
He's not a top quarterback.
Russell Wilson is not a top quarterback.
I mean...
Is he in the top 10?
Yes, absolutely.
The top 5?
But look at the inconsistencies that the Seahawks have had over the years. The problem is, Russell Wilson is the star quarterback. Is he the top quarterback of the league for the Seahawks? No, they don't treat him like that. And every Seahawks fan knows he is. You send him to fucking Green Bay, like let's say Aaron Rodgers retires. And let's just say he retired out of nowhere.
Okay.
And Russell Wilson got picked up by Green Bay. I will tell you right now, Russell Wilson would be the number 2 quarterback in the league behind Tom Brady.
Brady is like
Active
almost
league.
50, man.
Who, Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Well, he's still the greatest quarterback in the league.
All right.
I mean, you can't go to fucking 3 Super Bowls in a row, lose only one of them.
So your complaint is not about Russell Wilson. It's about the way that
it's about the organization. Because I love Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson,
play caller in the league, like I said.
Russell Wilson is incredible. And he is, a top 5 quarterback. The problem is the Seahawks don't think that. Seahawks organization doesn't treat him like that. And the more I listen in and the more I see, the more I watch the Seahawks organization move, they look like they're going to stick to run and gun first rather than go all pass. Like moving to mainly all pass, which kind of bugs me because it's just like you said earlier when we were upstairs chit-chatting away, and you said that Russell Wilson was, you said anybody could hand the ball off
and lose 2 yards.
And lose 2 yards because you're totally right. Now, I know that they did awesome things with the O-line. I know that they re-signed Nick Van Ette today to 4 years. And Nick Van Ette's not like a big name tight end, but the guy does get pretty good third down conversions, and he can block really well. He can block on the line real well. So when you get players like him and Will Dissly out there who are active and healthy, and then you have Ed Dixon out there as well. Tight end core is really good, but you're going to have to bring in one of those guys to really to take over for Jimmy Graham. Like eventually move into the Jimmy Graham slot. It's obviously looking like fucking Will Dissly's going to take it, seeing that he was killing it last year. Till he, unfortunately injured his leg.
You want Evan Ingram? I'll give him to you for Russell Wilson, straight up.
But I love Russell Wilson, and here's the thing: I'm happy that he's the quarterback. But I think if the Seahawks are really going to just go about the same business that they usually are, I say let Russell Wilson walk, get something big out of him, let him walk, and just move on and get another quarterback who's just.
You wouldn't even franchise him for a little while, take away all his leverage.
No, trade him.
Well,
trade
that's
him,
different.
And people are going to call me out. People are going to say, "Dude, you're fucking stupid." It makes total sense when you see it the way that the season played out last year.
You're my favorite hot take artist because you try and undercut the haters before they've come at you.
Well, I know that they're
people are
gonna
yell at me. Well, whatever. This is how I feel. I'm like, well, you just gotta own it, bud.
I mean, they came at me last year when I said the Seahawks sucked.
I remember,
and I was like, they're not going to go anywhere. Sure enough, they go to the wild card. They go to Dallas. They can't even win. Why?
Yeah.
Because fucking Chris Carson has 13 carries for, 23 carries for 13 yards. 13 carries. What a joke.
At least Russell Wilson can throw the ball if you let him. He's not noodle-armed Eli Manning.
Absolutely. The problem is, let's get some receivers. Let's get one of those tight ends that we have to become the tight end, not just like quote-unquote blocking tight end because we're going to run the ball always. Figure it out. Figure it the fuck out. I love Chris Carson. I love Penny. I think they're a great running back combo. But are they better than $140 million for a quarterback? Absolutely not. No fucking way. And so I say focus more on Russell Wilson. But I know it. You know it. Everyone knows it. The Seahawks aren't going to pick Russell Wilson first when it comes to their offense. Because Pete Carroll and John Schneider love to run their... And Schottenheimer love to run their fucking run first, ground and pound, like this is fucking 1980s something, and you've got like one of the best running backs in the league.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you say they were going to be 11 and 10 and 6? Do you still think they're going to be 10 and 6?
No, I think they're going to be 11 and 5.
What? They're getting better?
They're getting better.
No way.
You signed Russell.
Third place in that division.
You signed Russell. You give him that big deal. He's going to come out and play harder. He's not going to let anybody down. And Russell Wilson's, he's a magician. He's not going to let anybody down. The problem is the coaching going to let anybody down? And I am on full board saying every game that the Seahawks lose, they're going to lose by 3 to 7 points, and it's going to be because of some stupid fucking decision at coaching. A dumb timeout from Pete Carroll, which happens all the time, burning all your timeouts in the third quarter instead of using them in the fourth, challenging something obviously not worth it, and running the ball 75% of the game, and then letting Russell Wilson take the game in his hands in the last 2 minutes.
That team is 7-9 at best, man. Third place in that division.
It's third place?
Yeah, third place.
You think the 49ers are going to be better than the fucking Seahawks?
With Garoppolo, yeah. They have a modern offense and a modern coach. And
Garoppolo, dude. What has Garoppolo done?
Oh, my God. What the fuck is his name? The tight end on the 49ers.
Oh,
George Kittle. George Kittle is better than any pass catcher the fucking Seahawks have.
Best tight end in the league.
And you got rid of Earl Thomas, so you have nobody to stop him over the middle at all. Bobby Wagner cannot keep up with him.
Let's just face the music here that the Seahawks have not covered a tight end in the last fucking decade. So I'm not worried about the tight ends. I know that every tight end in the league, shitty or unshitty, fucking Fedorowicz could go out there and get 700 yards alone on the Seahawks. Austin Hooper, 150 yards against the Seahawks with Earl Thomas.
The Cardinals are a disaster, yet somehow they can beat the Seahawks every year.
Who's got
he retired.
Who got one reception for 13 yards in one game because Earl Thomas shuffled his guts.
He retired.
Not in a sexual way.
It was on the Bill Simmons podcast. It was like, if you had told me in 2011 that Gronkowski was going to retire before Tom Brady and they both were going to make the Hall of Fame, I would have laughed in your face. But that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Gronkowski dented the Lombardi Trophy.
I saw that.
Him and Edelman. Thought that was pretty funny.
Julian.
If there was any player to dent the trophy, would it really be anybody other than Gronkowski?
Of course not.
Fuck no.
Oh, man.
And nobody's mad at him because it's Gronkowski. You know.
You're burping up his fucking stomach.
Anyway,
there, my
best
man.
tight end in the league is obviously
George Kittle.
Travis Kelce.
George Kittle.
Travis Kelce. George Kittle has not been developed enough to be called the best tight end. He's had a terrific season. I'm not taking anything away from that. George Kittle was a monster. He's great, and he's a great tight end. Let's pump those brakes, all right? Because we got a new season approaching. See how it goes. But at the moment, Travis Kelce, I'd pick him over George Kittle because of the consistency that Kelce has had over the consistency of one season with George Kittle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then another one that I would go for as far as consistency is Selleck on the Eagles. Selleck is one of the best.
Consistently
He's got some of the
mediocre,
best
maybe.
hands. He's got some of the best hands.
You're sure you're not thinking Zach Ertz, who's their best tight end?
Did I say Selleck?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a retard. Sorry. Ertz. Zach Ertz. Look, people are going to come after me on that one, too. Get it right.
Brent Selleck.
Yeah, I did not mean to say that.
All right.
Brent Selleck and
Just to wrap up some other sports news, the Warriors blew the largest postseason lead ever. They had a 31-point lead against the Clippers and lost the game. The Nets beat the 76ers in Philadelphia. That was a big deal in the NBA.
Oh, I was going to say, you're talking NBA now, right?
Yeah. Tiger Woods won the Masters, which is fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
We watched that, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We were all huddled around the cell phone. Saw him win it. Went fucking crazy. Good for him, man. Good for him. That guy's a winner.
Speaking of news, you guys watching the next gen shit being announced and shit?
You talking about the PS5?
Yeah.
PS5 details are emerging.
Yeah, PS5 details are emerging. I heard something along the lines of Spider-Man loading screen going from 18
Well,
seconds
because it has
to
an
0.8.
SSD, yeah.
Yeah.
Solid state drive.
Yeah.
Full backwards compatibility, too.
Yep.
On the PS5?
Mhm.
Full backwards
With the
compatibility?
PS4
Caterpillar, yeah.
compatibility.
Wow. You see, if a game console, here's the thing that I think is funny. A game console could be a next gen, and it's like the biggest fucking game console of all time. You throw in an Xbox Classic game in there, and they're like, "Oh, what's this? Ugh. Can't do it. I'm not backwards compatible." I'm like, dude, you're the smartest fucking console that they have up to date, and I can't play Fusion Frenzy on this shit.
Like an Xbox
Whack.
One game?
Yeah.
Yeah, because things change, man.
Things do change,
Try
sure.
and put like a PC game from 2001 into your modern PC. It's not going to run either. I mean,
Yeah. It's
I don't
all
get
about
it.
the fucking
just
drivers
things
and shit.
change, yeah.
But it's like, why not update them?
Well, you'd have to
It
update.
costs money to do that.
You'd have to like remake the game, and that's why
Yeah.
that's why they do game remakes.
Like fucking 5 Resident Evil 4s.
And Final Fantasy VII that I want to fucking come out already. God damn
That's
it!
never coming out.
It's
man.
been
They released
announced.
it. They released the PC port, or they released the port of the iPhone of the PC port.
No. They
It's
announced
like
a complete
$8.
remake, and there's even
It's never coming
there's
out.
even art for it. That's
Yeah,
been
that's
released.
get out of here.
That's
Did
fan
you
art,
see
man.
they released?
No.
It's free real estate.
No, it's like actual like gameplay look
No, it's not. It's fucking Target renders, man. It's not gameplay.
or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not obviously not gameplay.
It's
but
bullshit. That's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
What was the thing?
It's
I was
coming
gonna-
out
oh,
eventually.
they announced that they are doing an all digital. Like not calling it discless. They're calling it an all digital Xbox One
I'm
S.
calling Final Fantasy.
I like it. I like
Final,
it.
Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm calling it. It's gonna be released within the next 2 years.
No way.
Yep.
What about Final Fantasy 16? When's that coming out?
Fucking like next year.
What's coming out first? They even talked about it. 16?
The trailer's out.
What?
Yeah.
Did I miss this?
Yeah.
No, that was a fake trailer you sent. That
Really?
was fake. Yeah, that was a hoax, man.
Oh,
That's so
Rip.
funny.
that's funny.
Stairs in Vito.
What comes out first, Final Fantasy 16 or Kingdom Hearts 4?
Well, definitely Final Fantasy VII Remake.
No way. That game's never coming out.
It's
right?
probably coming out this year or next
Never.
year. Yeah.
So on the Switch, Cuphead came out. That game looks pretty fucking dope. I want to play it. And just yesterday, I haven't tried him yet, but Joker from Persona 5 is released in Smash. Big deal.
Nice. I really need to play Persona games at some point.
They're fun.
There's a lot of those JRPGs that I just haven't gotten into because it's like 500 hours I haven't jumped in yet.
Yeah, it's a commitment.
It's a lot of hours.
But you got a you got a PS4 now, right?
I know, yeah. I need to just get into it, but
okay. Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster just came out on the Switch. I'm thinking about buying it for the third time. The remaster, I mean, the remaster. This would have been like the fifth or sixth time I bought Final Fantasy X.
I don't blame you, man. I've bought in Resident Evil 4 probably 6 times in my lifetime. Stupid, but I've beaten that game like 3 million times and I can't get enough of it.
You know how it is.
I love that game, and I still got to get Resident Evil 2, the remake. Problem is, I don't want to spend any money.
I got a notification on the way over that there's a flash sale going on right now. I have not checked it out. Maybe there's some cool stuff on there.
On the PlayStation alone, or
yes, sir.
on? Fuck.
You gotta get yourself a PlayStation.
Yeah, I think AC Odyssey is like $20 this weekend too.
I'm happy with the Xbox.
You should get the PS5 when it comes out, so you get backwards compatibility and everything.
Then you can play all these games that we love so much.
Yeah,
that you can't.
Tenchu.
Play. What you mean Sekiro?
Tenchu, man.
That's a blast from the past. Here's fucking Terry. Have we talked about Terry on the show before?
I don't know. I don't think you've ever had that fucking raptor shit on here yet.
No, it's pterodactyl. It's
pterodactyl.
Terry the tummy pterodactyl, you guys. Did you not
I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah. Terry the tummy pterodactyl plays tummy sticks with his
Terry
friends.
with a P, of course, because he's a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Perry?
Terry.
No, Pateri, like pterodactyl.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ, Christian.
Come on, keep up, man.
Come on.
I thought I heard Terry, then you said it with a P.
Yeah,
and
Terry
I was like,
with a P.
Perry.
P-T-E-R-R-Y.
Like
Pateri.
you were calling your hiccup Tyler Perry.
No.
Fuck, I was gonna say something and then your fucking pterodactyl came out.
Screech.
Fucked it up. God damn it! What was I gonna say?
PS5.
Yeah, Tenchu, man. They got all the Tenchu games on there.
What's Tenchu?
Well, it's not going to be backwards compatible all the way down, just with PS4.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does 100% backwards compatibility
With the
even mean?
PS4.
With the PS4.
That's dumb.
You can't even play. You can't even play every 360 game on the Xbox One, man.
I don't want to play every 360 game on the Xbox One.
No, you just want to play fucking Fusion Frenzy, whatever.
Dude, Fusion Frenzy rules. We got Jackbox games for that shit now.
Mario Party still exists, man. The OG.
And what was that one fucking like old ass Blizzard like car game?
Hearthstone?
No, it was like a racing game.
A racing card game?
Car.
Oh, you talking about like the Aerosmith one or whatever? Rockin' Racing or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. Rock and roll racing.
Yeah. Oh, man. What a dorky thing.
Yeah.
Rock and roll racing.
My sister's going to love that one. Vito says like 3 obscure things about some video game. Joe knows exactly what he's talking about every time.
I don't know how it is. You fucking know everything. Jesus Christ.
I don't know everything.
Well, everything about fucking obscure video games. Well, I mentioned Tenchu, and you already knew what I was talking about. Vito doesn't even know what Tenchu is, but Tenchu is one of the best.
I still don't know what
games.
Tenchu is.
Tenchu is one of the best.
Tenchu
games
Stealth
ever.
Assassin, man. It was like a stealth ninja game on
Never
the
played
PS2.
So much fun.
I don't know
dude.
anything about console games, and like I barely even played PC games because when I came into fruition of like gaming was around the time of World of Warcraft, so I played that for like 10 years, and then played Final Fantasy for like 2 years.
Oh, okay. So Joe, you might know this one. You know it's a samurai game. I think it's called.
Sekiro?
I think it's called The Way of the Samurai. I believe that's what it was called. It was on the PS2. It had like its own kind of sort of open world. You can join in like 3 different gangs, and the game could end 3 different ways. It was I swear to God, man, it was a real game. I spent
Way
a
of the
lot of
Samurai?
fucking time. Spent a lot of time. Look it up, man. Google that shit. See if you can find it.
Have a laptop right in front.
I think it was a part 2. I believe it was a part 2.
I mean, the only samurai games I can think of on the PS2 were like Onimusha.
Oh, dude, those games are so much fun. Spooky monsters
It's
and
called
shit.
Way of the Samurai.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There's 4 of them apparently.
Yeah, apparently there's 4 of them.
Fuck. I gotta get me that.
It's on Steam apparently. The newest one. Sorry, I should talk into the microphone. There we go. It's on Steam apparently, the newest one.
I played a lot of hours on that game, and that was a fun fucking game.
There you go.
You'd go get your like sword, like super sharpened and like super upgraded, and then
Oh my God.
kill the smith.
What's that like really fun but really dumb like just you're a superpowered warrior thing and you just fucking smash everybody?
Oh,
Dynasty
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad that game turned to shit because Dynasty Warriors.
That
They-
game
they-
was always
they
shit.
made a
no
Zelda one.
way.
They did. They made a Fire Emblem one too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a
Dude,
Zelda
Dynasty
one.
Warriors
Looked
3
really fun.
or Dynasty Warriors
Hyrule
2.
Warriors.
Yeah. What?
A lot of fun.
It's called Hyrule Warriors. Warriors.
Talking like foggy Saturday morning, like sitting in my fucking living room with a heater on, playing that game.
Yeah, it's a power fantasy. It's not meant to be challenging or like interesting. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's just meant to be fun.
boring.
It's just no,
Lame.
it's dumb fun.
Dumb fun.
Lame.
Dumb fun.
Dumb fun.
Dumb fun.
Dumb fun. You know what game I downloaded last week right before I went to Cabo?
What?
Battlefield 2. Star Wars.
Oh, you told us that you.
Oh yeah,
we
yeah.
talked about
Guess what
that.
generation of Xbox that was?
That was Xbox One or
I don't know.
OG Xbox.
OG
yeah.
Xbox. Oh,
Because-
PS5 can't do
What?
it.
Windows XP?
PS5
Yeah, right?
can't do it.
Windows XP.
Because fuck them.
Dude, I remember glitching into fucking walls and like killing people from behind the walls with Darth Vader's force choke.
I thought you were about to say Darth Vader's foreskin. I was like, Jesus. His lightsaber's got a little
Okay.
bit of a hoodie to it.
All right.
It's turning into the new goat.
The new.
Shout out to the goats.
Oh, the force
Shout
foreskin
out
is
to
the new
the-
goat.
Yeah,
It's
the
got to be
foreskin.
mentioned every time.
I think it's been.
Yeah.
I think we've hit almost a four episodes.
foreskin.
I don't believe
episode
me and
skin.
Vito brought it up last week.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, cut the run there.
Jesus Christ.
Snipped it. Snipped it out of the program.
Oh boy.
Joe, what do you think about the Browns?
What about him?
I know we're jumping back into football for a second, but I was going to ask
Whatever.
you.
This
what do you-
episode's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about the Browns? They
Well,
look great.
it sucks when they come at you.
Ayo.
They look great on paper. So let's just say they look like last year's. They look
Toilet
like
paper.
Vito's actually having fun with this one, but they look great on a roster, right?
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to play out?
I mean, who is going to compete with them in that division? The Steelers? Yeah, right.
Steelers are going to be a
Awful.
Dump
They're
truck.
going to be awful. Yeah.
They're going to beat
So are
the
the
Seahawks.
Bengals. So are the Bengals. So I mean, the Ravens are always okay, but I mean,
Ravens
they look like their
defense.
team's going to be really fun.
Ravens defense is going to be fun.
Baker Mayfield is going to be a beast throwing at Odell. I
And
don't want to
Juice.
I really don't want to get like all political. I just I can't support a team that signed Kareem Hunt when they didn't fucking need him. Just I don't want to go into it, but like, why even bother? Nick Chubb is a good running back. You don't need that drama.
Well, let's say Nick Chubb gets hurt week 6.
They still have Carlos Hyde though.
No, they don't.
What, they got rid of him?
Carlos Hyde's gone. Yeah,
Well,
he went
but
to.
running backs are a dime a dozen, man.
He was beasting out,
Look
and
at-
then they
look
traded
at-
him to Jacksonville, and he didn't do dick.
Look at Spencer Ware and who the fuck else replaced Kareem Hunt after the Chiefs dropped him? Like, they did just fine. Like, Kareem Hunt doesn't bring that much, and he brings too much baggage for me. So, sorry.
He's got a lot of baggage, but when he comes back from week 8, he's going to be bringing in a lot of yards too.
Cream Hunt's
'Cause that's
got a
gonna be
lot of
fucking-
baggage.
Ayo.
Do you think that the Chiefs are going to sign Mahomes for $200 million like they've been saying?
I mean, the thing about being the highest paid quarterback is that the next quarterback to sign a deal will then be the highest paid quarterback. That's just how it works with the cap going up every year. And, If you sign him for 20% of the cap, it's just going to be more because there's more money available.
So I'm
That's how inflation works.
I'm going to tell this to all the dummies who say, no, I hate the Patriots. They're always so good. Let me tell you a reason why they're so fucking good. And that's because the best quarterback to ever play football is not the highest paid quarterback in football.
He is on a very team-friendly deal, yes.
Hey, I don't want to hear about that rumor shit. I'm not a Patriots fan. So I don't know about what's going on with him and Garoppolo or anything like that.
Oh, no. I just mean he doesn't get paid that much.
No, not at all.
Because he likes playing for them. He takes a pay cut every year.
He takes the pay cut, and he wins fucking Super Bowls. Lots of them.
Except when he's playing the NFC.
So that's why when Russell Wilson guarantees Super Bowls, I'm going to say, with who? Half this team's going to be gone in 2 years.
Oh, man.
And if they get rid of... I said this already in the car. So, Vito, you get a double dosage. If the Seahawks don't sign fucking Bobby Wagner to his contract that he deserves, which he deserves, I will never watch another Seahawks game for like a long fucking time until I give up. Until I'm like, you know what? Do it.
When is his contract up?
Next year.
So if we assume 2 years of being franchise tagged, you're saying in 2022...
0% chance he gets franchise tagged.
0% chance?
0% chance. He's the best middle linebacker in the league. Best middle linebacker in the league.
They'd save money by franchise tagging him.
It's not going to happen.
All right. We'll see.
You think he's going to take it?
Fuck
no. He's not going to take that shit.
You don't really have a choice.
Frank Clark's not signing his.
So he's just not going to play.
He's just not going to play.
Yeah.
And
that worked
Bobby
out
Wagner's
so great
not
for
going to play.
Bell.
Because Bobby Wagner's not going to get the guaranteed money for being the best player
You are
in his
getting
position.
guaranteed money with the franchise tag.
And
though.
people are going to throw in, here we go, I'm undercutting him again. Luke Kuechly's the best middle linebacker in the league. No, he's not. The guy is one concussion away from fucking being brain dead. I love Luke Kuechly, and he's a great player, but you're not going to give Luke Kuechly the money you're going to give Bobby Wagner, fair and square, especially if you have as many concussions as he had. He's like Wes Welker of middle linebackers.
I don't see it happening. Middle linebacker is an overrated position, man. What does he do in pass coverage?
What does he do? He does everything. He is the defense.
He isn't more than 20 yards down the field? Who's covering the middle of the field?
Yeah,
Not
when
him.
he picks sixes at 100 fucking yards to the house.
Uh-huh.
And think about all the interceptions he has as a middle linebacker. Think about all the run stops he has.
But that run stopping doesn't matter. That's my point, because it doesn't matter. No, good teams don't run the ball.
But the linebacker core for the Seahawks is like crazy deep.
Yeah, but
Bobby Wagner is going to be a Seahawk for life, and he's the best middle linebacker.
We'll see. We'll see.
But then you got right next to him, you got Kendricks saying that he doesn't go to prison.
Yeah,
which I haven't heard a word on that. I don't know what's going on with that. I got to look into it. If he doesn't go to prison, you got him over there, and you got KJ Wright right next, on the other side of Bobby. Mm-hmm. That alone is a crazy linebacker core. You lose one of them, and you throw Calitro in there. And Calitro, another crazy one. Crazy fucking linebacker who came out of nowhere. I think Calitro is actually a local guy from like Skycomish, or not Skycomish, but like, one of those counties out there. Out far away, like some fucking,
no one is
like,
from Skycomish.
Like some
far eastern Washington.
Not eastern Washington, but like North Washington.
Yeah, like Index
like Cedro Woolley or some shit. He came out of somewhere like
or
there.
whatever. Just thinking of all the towns I drove through on my way to Leavenworth. Gold Rush or whatever that
Gold
was.
Bar.
Gold Bar, thank you. Oh, man.
It's like the third time Gold Bar has been referenced in here. Poor town.
They have weird fucking names. It's right next to Index and Startup. Like, those are real towns.
And right next
they're
to
all in a
Skycomish.
goddamn line. Yeah.
Skycomish is there too.
Not to be
Gold Bar is
confused
just like
with Sammamish or Skohomish or
Gold Bar is
Snohomish,
like
I mean.
Washington
As a non-native
Purgatory.
Washingtonian, I still have no idea what you guys are fucking talking about.
Oh my god, there's this great YouTube video of Californians trying to pronounce the name of Washington towns.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Sammamish? Tequila?
I believe it, man. We don't have easy shit to say here like Lakeside or fucking Anaheim or
Yeah.
L.A. That's a hard one.
Fullerton.
Sacramento,
Yeah, so difficult.
San Diego,
Davis.
Big Bear.
Yup.
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 I remember the
Sugarloaf.
first time the first time I found out that Walla Walla, Washington was a real place, I lost my shit. I couldn't stop giggling for like 15 minutes. I'm
That's
like,
funny.
there's no way there's a real place called Walla Walla, Washington. Okay.
Sure is. It's waiting for you. Retirement town. Yeah, right. Blow my fucking head off.
They make onions there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Juicy ones.
Sweet ones. All right, we got anything else to talk about besides
Besides
fucking weird
onions.
towns? Here's a piece of Washington State trivia for the listeners. Tri-Cities, Washington. What are the Tri-Cities?
Oh,
The
Kennewick,
Dry Cities.
Tri-Cities. T-R-I.
Tri-Cities.
Kennewick, and
See, nobody knows.
I don't know.
What does the Tri City mean?
It's like the name of the city is Tri-Cities.
It's like the name of the place. It's like the name of
It's
the
like
town.
3 cities that have combined into one. It's called Tri-Cities.
It sounds like something out of like.
I know it
fucking
sounds
Dread.
fake, but yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck
like
you guys
future
are talking about.
It's the name
Dystopia.
of a town. TRI-cities.
Okay, so
It's made up of 3 cities.
Oh, okay. So you were just saying to like name the 3 cities
Yeah.
that
Because everybody
that
knows Tri-Cities, nobody knows what they are.
formed into it.
Yeah.
I see.
I can't name them. I know
Nobody can.
Kennewick. I think Kennewick's the only one.
Aura, every so often, is like convinced she can do it, and she never gets it right. I don't know. I always have to look it up.
What are they?
I don't know. Well, we're looking it up right
Fucking
now.
look it up. That's why we got the brains of the operation over there.
Yeah, that sure ain't me.
Oh God.
I used to have
It would
brains.
be Kennewick, Pasco, and Richland.
Pasco,
Pasco.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Pasco was its own place.
Tabasco, Tabasco's house.
Fucking Pasco. Fuck.
It's located at the confluence of the Yakima Snake and Columbia River.
Confluence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's nicknamed Wine Country and Atomic Town.
Are they gonna nuke it?
I think they had like a testing plant there in the 70s.
I think it's fucking New Vegas over there.
Right?
Try fucking cities, man.
Fallout.
Vegas Strip.
Fallout Tri Cities.
All right. Are we ready to wrap?
Topic. I mean, I wanna give our homies at Mark's house a quick shout out. I looked up his Spotify.
Spoofy.
So I was right. The song is called Air Max 95. And it's by Marl, Jerome, and Anonymous Green. It's a banger. It's a lot of fun. They're both, they're both living with Mark, who you guys obviously know.
Yeah,
And
he's a
listeners on
regular
the
guest,
show
yeah.
know. One of these days, I think Marl did want to come on. He goes by Bam. Or at least that's what, he told me to call him, so I call him that. But real great guy, man. This guy's fucking total class act. He's super fucking smart. And when you get him behind that computer, he's a wizard, dude. I've seen him work
Harry.
for like a little bit. I went over to their house once, peeped the setup before it was even ready, before it was even like considered to be a setup, but he was just sitting there plugging away. Guy balls out. They go and I think they had a new song come out, but I haven't heard that one yet. But it's on SoundCloud. I don't have SoundCloud anymore because fuck them.
Do they charge?
Who is SoundCloud?
Yeah, like for a
yeah,
subscription?
Did some kind of
Oh.
no, it's free, but you have ads and shit.
Oh,
I
whatever.
don't feel like getting cut off in the middle of a song. I have to listen to ads. It's not like fucking YouTube. Quick shout out
YouTube
to
has
them.
so many ads.
Check
YouTube
the
ads
song
crazy.
out. Gotta support them, man, because they're doing their thing, and I'd like to see them take off from where they're at. I think the song's been getting played all around the world. It's got over, I think it was like over 15,000 on it. It's cool. I'm proud of them.
Damn.
Proud that Mark's working with these guys, and I'm proud that these guys are taking Mark. Makes me happy. Shit.
While we're giving shout outs, I want to give a shout out to my friend / old roommate Adrian, who is currently on a European tour with the band Pleasures. She plays alto saxophone. She keeps posting her Instagram's fucking crazy right now.
Nice. Congratulations. Quick shout out to the Deer Sisters.
The Deer Feet Sisters. You listen
The Deer
to
Feet
the latest
Sisters?
one?
I haven't.
They talk
I've
about
been out
fears.
of the podcast game for a while.
Werewolves are scary. That's the premise of the episode. Can I ask a question that's been bugging me all episode? Why is there turkey in the middle of the floor?
Where?
It's literally right there. Right there. You see it, Vito?
That?
Yeah.
That's not a fucking turkey.
It looks like cold cut turkey. What is it?
It's a foam. It's like foam.
It totally looks like a really thick cut, like
Of like our natural roasted turkey.
yeah, exactly. Like like one of those old ladies comes in and they want to get the turkey, but it's not Sunday. So like, okay, can I just take like the deli meat turkey, but still sit real thick so I can heat it up and eat? I'm like, oh
Ew,
no,
That's icky.
yeah. All
Can you
right,
cut it on a 7? No. Not
cut
gonna
your
do
fucking
that to you.
fingers.
Oh, here's one thing that's funny. Was the harassment and the harassing of tourists in Mexico. It happens everywhere. But obviously in a resort town, it's going to happen every 2 seconds. You literally fucking walk out into the street in downtown, and everybody asks you the same question. Just about every person there, same question. Hey, ATVs, parachutes, boat rides, jet skis, hookers, cocaine. You're hearing it, you're like, no. And then you just hear them go down the barrel, and you're like, Jesus,
You better
dude.
watch out, man. Those federales don't fuck around.
I'm like, where are you going to take us? Oh, yeah, those federales don't fuck around.
Yeah,
Driving
I know.
around town in full uniform. They got to cover their face, too, and shit. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But, I mean, and the fucking tips, man. The tips.
That's how they get you.
Couldn't fucking stand it. Ask somebody to take a picture, and they're like, a tip? Teep? No. They'll bring you a fucking water. Like you ask for a water in like I don't know, fucking restaurant. Tip? No. I haven't eaten yet. The fuck? And then while you're eating, people off the street come in and try to sell you shit. Buy my trinket or take a picture with the iguana with a hat, with a sombrero on. I'm
That's
like,
pretty cool. Like a live iguana.
yes, but that was cool at the beach. But not while I'm trying to fucking eat. I don't want a fucking reptile sitting on my chest while I'm trying to eat. But I did get my hair braided.
You remind me of when I was on one of the cruises with my family in the Bahamas, and I saw 2 Bahamanians get in a fight over who could have the prime conch shell selling spot. Because like, you're in my spot. It's like I got here first, and then the one dude just straight up punched him. Shit.
Yeah, man, they had like districts. They had like on the beach, it was like districts. It's like, don't talk to that guy. I'm not affiliated with that guy. You want a boat ride? Jet ski? Glass bottom boat? Booze cruise? No.
I
wanna
do not
sit
want
down.
any sort of aquatic vehicle.
I want to
okay?
sit down on the fucking beach. Towel?
I could
Towel?
use a towel.
Chair? Umbrella?
You're a
tip?
towel.
Tip? I'm like,
I'll
oh my
take a
God.
tip. Sure.
Fucking tips.
All right.
And then this is my favorite part. We're in Walmart. And obviously,
What?
well, because now think about it. Walmart is one, you're not going to get scammed there. They're not going to scam you
Okay.
out of like shitty prices there. And food and alcohol are going to be the cheapest at Walmart. So we went to Walmart. I figure we're there. We might as well go for it all and get some Smirnoff ices and ice the house up.
Jesus Christ.
I asked-
fucking theme and you stick to it.
I asked somebody who was filling up the beer shelf, and I was like, "Hey, do you guys have Smirnoff Ice?" She just looks at me and goes, "What?" And I was like, "El Smirnoff Ice. Es como un lemonade." Of course,
Okay,
I can speak
before-
Spanish. I can speak Spanish, but I want to see what they're going to say to me.
Yeah.
Before my sister comes at me, I want to point out that, as we've mentioned, Christian is half Mexican. And not in like a racist way, like from Mexico, okay?
Like, yes, I am. I've got a lot of family in like these shitholes of Mexico, and a lot of family in the nice places of Mexico. And believe it or not, even in the nice places of Mexico, there are shitholes. Kind of like here, kind of like Seattle. It's a beautiful place, but it's a shithole. Anyway, moving on. So, she doesn't know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
she's like, okay, let me go get somebody who works here. Because she was like the vendor.
Right.
You know, so she's filling it up. I'm like, okay, vendor doesn't know, it's fine. We're looking around, can't see shit. fucking Walmart employee comes up. He's got his little smiley face button on there.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, what are you guys looking for?" And he can speak English. We're like, "Oh, we're looking for a thing called Smirnoff Ice. It's like a party game. It's like a party trick." The guy's like, "Smirnoff Ice." He's like, "I got Jack Daniels in a can." I'm like, "No, I'm not looking for Jack Daniels in a can." He's like, "But they're really good." I'm like, "No, I'm not looking for that." He's like, "But it's Jack Daniels in a can in like a mixed drink." I'm like, I get that. But I'm looking for Smirnoff Ice. It's like a party trick. And this guy goes, "Oh, Smirnoff Ice. It's like a lemonade." Yeah. Okay, I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, we don't have that here. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no party tricks, no nothing. And then he's like, "Yeah, but you can buy these Smirnoff bottles." I'm like, no, we're looking for, it's something specific. And he goes, yeah, that's cool, man. Sorry, I couldn't help you out. Do you guys need ATVs? Parachutes? ATV rides? Glass bottom boats? Dinner cruise? I'm like, dude, I can't do this.
Why is everybody always trying to sell you aquatic transport?
Well, you're on the fucking beach.
I thought you were in Walmart.
Well, we were in Walmart.
On the beach?
That's the funniest part. Is this fucking guy was hustling his fucking ATVs,
Oh, man.
his parachute rides, his boat, jet skis, teep, and then at the end of it, teep. I'm like, dude, you didn't do shit. You didn't help me. You didn't help me look what I was looking for. All you did was offer me jet skis and ATVs. I'm not going to give you a tip. I love Mexico, man. Gotta love it.
All right.
I got tired of that shit real quick. We were
the
eating,
teep thing or
we were
whatever?
eating tacos and some fucking street raggedy guy comes walking in with a harmonica. And
We were
he's
eating
just,
tacos at like some small indie chain called Taco Bell.
this guy comes walking in. He's real bummy. Then he starts playing like random harmonica, like just blowing into his harmonica. And the one song that Mexicans know down there, and they're going to know this before I even say it, is Rod Stewart's version of "Have You Ever Seen the Rain?"
What?
Yes.
That's so random.
That is the song that the Creedence Clearwater Revival one is popular more in like Mexico
It's an
City.
intense head
But
wiggle
like
you got
in all the
going on
resort places, it's Rod Stewart's fucking Have You Ever
Crony.
Seen the Rain? So this guy sings
there.
2 lines out of the song. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? And then you're like, okay, is he going to go into he goes, someone told me long ago, I want to know, have you ever seen the
You're
rain?
gonna get a copyright strike. You better
So
be careful.
we're all fucking laughing and shit, and then the guy sticks his hand out and goes, "Tip." Oh, fuck off, man! I go, you can only sing 2 fucking lines. I'm like, I'll take everything
man.
in your pocket and your harmonica if I can sing 4. Anyway, it was a great time. It was a great trip. People can hate me all they want. I'm Mexican. I can talk shit about my own people. I love it. I love Mexico. But that place is I'm telling you, it's the most Americanized place that I've ever been, like, outside of, like, the States. It's pretty fucking bad. Signs that say, not even pesos, USD.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
The whole Caribbean's like that too. It's bad.
I'm like, you would always think that it would be like that in, like, some places.
Cancun or
Maybe Cancun.
yeah.
Puerto Vallarta is not like that, apparently. My brother said it's not like
That's
that.
like the classier one.
But yeah. Puerto Vallarta is where, you go to stay in like a nice resort on the beach and you get, your all-inclusive deal and you get to chill out. But you can also get hype train there. But I think Cabo is just grimy. It's a grimy place. Great place. Grimy. It's the only
You know
word.
who fucking loves Cabo?
Fucking Sammy Hagar.
Rula.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you didn't know that?
No.
She's so excited. She told everybody about her trip to Cabo.
Apparently,
That's funny.
Sammy Hagar is a fucking beach bum. Like, he's got his own restaurant there. It's called
Sure.
Cabo Wabo. We never went there, but he lives there. Sammy Hagar or whatever. I've heard multiple stories. This is crazy, Joe. You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. we're at this place called like the Mango Deck or whatever. I kept calling it the Mango Room because I had no idea what it was called. It's like right on the beach, but it's like a big bar, super cool, super. It's like it's a beach bar. We're sitting there watching this contest, super boring because they take 45 minutes to start. I think it was like a push-up contest. I know that
You think?
well,
Weren't you watching it?
there was multiple. They had a new
Oh,
contest up there
I
every
see.
like 40 minutes. Richard fucking Sherman
What?
is standing 2 feet behind me.
It's random.
He's standing 2 feet behind me and all my buddies. Turn around, we see him. Turn back around, we're like, that's Richard fucking Sherman.
Did you geek out on him?
No,
What? Why
we
not?
didn't want to because he was with like all of his friends and family. You're not gonna do that to a guy when he's on his fucking vacation. So when we turned around to go to the table,
You can give him like a fist bump.
yeah, we turned around and go to the table, gave him a handshake. Our buddy Troy bought him a shot of Patron, so he took a shot with Richard Sherman, which is awesome. My buddy Chris, buddy Troy, took a shot with Richard Sherman, which is awesome. But I just shook his hand, went back to the table, and got braided. I got my hair braided. And had an iguana hang out on my brother's chest. He was wearing a hat.
Wait, was it the same iguana?
Well, they all wear fucking sombreros there. They fucking tie these sombreros to their fucking iguanas all over the place. Other than that, I got other stories, but they stay closed in.
They're in the
heart.
vault.
They're in the vault.
Oh, jeez.
Love it. Love to be back. So happy to be back. I'm happy to have a new episode. Just recording, sitting down, drinking coffee, sitting there. I'm excited to play video games tomorrow. I need you guys to tell me which ones. Maybe I'll
Kingdom
go a little
Hearts.
squirrely.
Finish Red Dead
Yeah, for real.
so we can fucking talk about it.
Well, at least 2 years down the road, we'll finally be able to talk about when I reach the ending.
Oh, man.
I know a lot, and there's even people at work
The UFO is crazy.
who like just bought it
Yeah.
and are passing me up already, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that far, all right? Don't
Oh,
talk to me about it.
jeez. Oh, jeez.
I want to talk about it, but don't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
You can't give him any shit because you're like 2 years behind on Game of Thrones, man.
Well, fuck yeah, but that's because I stopped fucking watching it.
No Game of Thrones spoilers, man.
You haven't watched it yet?
I was in fucking Cabo.
Oh, man. You know
I'm
the
gonna
rules.
Sit down and nestle up to the TV with 12 of my friends and cuddle and watch Game of Thrones.
Why not?
I don't know. Sounds like fun.
All right.
We had to cuddle up because there was no blankets, but all fucking blowing
Was it
AC all over
cold?
the
Oh.
place.
That makes sense.
Had to leave the door open so that it wouldn't get so cold in the room.
That's so weird.
It was freezing, dude. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so happy to be back. I've got stomach problems. I've got skin problems, but I'm back. And so are the Beefy Boys.
Word.
You know who we need to really spam to get the fuck on here? We have a little microphone set up there for our ghost. For our ghost Claude, our fucking folktale.
You gotta stop saying we're gonna have him on air because people are like, you're building anticipation, man.
I know.
You gotta get that fucker out of his house. You know he lives like a block from me. Well, you know.
He's in Eastern
Wait,
Washington this weekend. Though.
He doesn't know. He's not in my old bedroom. That's right.
No, he's not. He's downstairs.
Amanda's in my old bedroom.
He's in the den.
Word.
Ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen, thank you so much. Joe, plug him up.
Let's take it out with the old surge protector. Plugs for days. Find us on our website, beefyboys.com. Got a funny story about that. Teaching my students today how to do web scraping, which is where you go to a website and you take all their data for yourself. And they were asking me for an easy to parse website, so I sent them to our website. We might get some new fans out of that one. Rate us on iTunes. We're on YouTube at The Beefy Boys. Twitter's at Beefy_Boys. Instagram's at Beefy Boys Bud Club. Facebook.com/Beefy Boys. And our merch store is cafepress.com/Beefy Boys Merch 1. All right. Christian is so excited to be back from California. No, Mexico. Why the fuck did I say California?
El Cabo Diablo, man. Born April 12th, deceased
Cabo.
April 16th.
The Tito's Keto Bandito, a.k.a. El Cabo Diablo, a.k.a. Christian Gomez Sullivan. All right, knuckleheads. We'll see you motherfuckers next week.